We realize there's nothing more important in our state right now than our children. 200,000 children go to bed hungry every night. And we thought we could do something about that.
So I'm Reverend Haley Jones. I'm the pastor of community engagement at First United Methodist Church, downtown Little Rock. So FAN stands for Friends and Neighbors Network. I like to tell people to think of it more as a food co-op rather than a food pantry.
Dan Williams, I'm the pastor at Midland Heights United Methodist Church. We don't want it to be just like a soup kitchen, like where we're here just feeding people. We want it to be a community meal. And so one of the things we do is when I talk about it or share about it or invite people to it, is just let them know that it's a meal that anybody can come to. Whether you come to church here or whether you're just in the community, we want to get to know you.
Through this FAN program are just seeking to be in relationship and build relationships with people who live in our neighborhood and seek to know their story and thus know their need. And once we know who they are, then we can help meet the needs that they have.
My name is Becky Neighbors, and I am the Northwest District Administrator for the Arkansas Conference, and I'm also the Northwest District Ambassador for 200,000 Reasons. And I want to tell you a little bit of my story and why this ministry is so important to me. One of the ways Mom would help feed us was that she would throw us on the back of the brush hog and drive us up and down Highway 23, and we would collect pop bottles, and we would cash in those bottles for food. And as I think about it now, we probably didn't collect enough money to pay for the food, but Mr. and Mrs. Turner would always send us home with a loaf of bread, a jar of peanut butter, some bologna, something like that. And I like to say that God had given them eyes to see. Those are my memories of that time in my childhood. Yes, we went without food sometimes. We were food insecure, and a lot of times it was beans and potatoes. But it was also these angels on earth that were, I feel like, sent to take care of us.
The care and concern that is formed and cultivated out of the Friends and Neighbors Network, I think is a remarkable thing to celebrate, and we often don't see that in our ministries that are more transactional, because it's about engaging with one another and hearing one another's story while we prepare the food that we're going to take home for our tables. So that's my favorite part.
I can't tell you how honored I am to be a part of it. And I know it's just part of God's plan because the blessing goes both ways.
So far we have about 70% of our churches participating in some way or another. Every church is located in a community. Every community has hungry kids. Everyone can find a way to get involved.
And so instead of just trying to think that someone else is going to meet those needs, just seeing really what can I do.
No church is too small to be involved in 200,000 Reasons.
This is an opportunity for us to dig deep and to give.
And we believe that it's just an essential expression of our faith to reach out and share that love with those who need it most. And the last I heard, we are down to 165,000 children. My hope is that 100% of our churches will get involved in fighting childhood hunger.